Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yay! It's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. And Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. And all of the very wonderful things about the holiday season. Yay! So excited. So this is your Christmas Eve update so that you have something to enter the holidays with. Keep warm and close to your heart. But I wanted to touch on a few quick things. I did put an update into Teams, into the staff notebook. Please make sure you take a look at that. Lots of good information in there. Hopefully all stuff that you want to know. The important things I wanted to touch base on today was, first of all, please don't forget to recognize your peers. Send me a note, send them a note and CC me on that note. Keep up with the awesome recognition. I got to learn that our brand new friend Bridget was kind enough to take it upon herself to shovel Liz's car out the other day during the snowstorm without being asked or without anybody saying anything. So thank you, Bridget, for sharing your sweet heart with all of us and your kindness. That's a really wonderful thing to see and have happen in our department. So we're very pleased to have you. I also want to thank everybody for the lovely Christmas goodies that I have received so far. I'm putting a lot of them to good use already. So thank you. Other things. So COVID placement shenanigans. Important thing to know is that they are going to close down 3 main building east from COVID. So we're going to get rid of 3 main building east as a COVID unit for right now. And we are opening 3 South Addition East as the COVID unit. They can take 10 patients on 3 South Addition East as COVID patients. So that is happening right now. Holly's working through all of that, moving patients out, getting everybody moved around. So when all is said and done, 3 South Addition East will have 10 beds to place COVID patients in, which is much more desirable than 3 main building east since they don't have windows in their doors. So we'll be able to place more of our floor patients appropriately. So that is happening right now. The other thing that's happening today is we are closing down 6PWN, the adult IMC surgical population, because there's 1 patient over there. So we're going to consolidate for today and then hopefully make it through the week and not have to open that again. They will staff it starting at 11 a.m. on Monday. If through this weekend, for some reason, our surgical IMC volumes, aka trauma volumes, get to the point where they're becoming a barrier for patient placement and we think we can identify 3 or more patients to move over there, please let me know and I will start the process of trying to get that place staffed, okay? So that's important to know. In the meantime, if we end up with MIMQ boarders in the emergency room, right now Station 1 is kind of allotted for COVID patients, for non-COVID patients. If we should start being unable to place some of those boarders for, say you have a MIMQ patient that sits down there for longer than 4 hours, you can go ahead and place that patient in the Station 1 non-COVID beds, assuming that you have the capacity in the ICUs and things like that to do that. So please let me know if you begin to board more than 2 IMC patients for longer than 4 hours. Shoot me a text, something. Just let me know so I can let our AOC know that we're having some boarding issues in spite of having lower capacity. Those are really the important things we want to make sure we're touching on this weekend. Otherwise, Melissa is on by herself again this weekend as the nurse with her awesome BMA cohorts. Her and Pauline have great support from our BMAs for the weekends. I will be doing Melissa's data calls for the morning, the COVID report and things like that. So just as a reminder, I will be on top of those. There is an additional PTO payout. So if you want to sell up to 80 hours, as long as you have 80 hours still in your bank, you can do that. It's by December 31st. So make sure you get that in. If you do want to sell more PTO time, it's additional to what we've already sold. So that's pretty awesome. Holy Spirit direct admit process. So there really is no other process. I found out that they're really just notifying the insurance that they're getting admitted. So there shouldn't be a delay in you guys being able to directly admit a patient from clinic. We just need to make sure we are validating that insurance is par. If the insurance is non-par, they can't be admitted there. Obviously, we work through that process. But that's a big piece to make sure we're validating that insurance, because a lot of their clinic patients don't have insurance that's covered by Holy Spirit. So that shouldn't slow us down anymore. I'm still waiting for additional clarification, but that's what I know for now, and hopefully that will take care of a lot of the confusion. Just as a reminder, for PIMQ transfers, we should really be getting the IMC chart nurse on when we can, when we know ahead of time, specifically with DKA patients or trach vent patients. Those are ones that they'd really like to be on the calls for, and that's pretty reasonable. And for the most part, I think we should be able to capture them on those calls when we have them. I am looking for a tribute to come up with maybe a really quick process about how we can get face sheets over to the admissions team. They're missing a lot of demographic information on a lot of our transfers, so they were asking us to be able to fax them face sheets. It's not reasonable for us to do it every time we have a transfer. So if somebody can come up with a pretty quick, easy process, that would be awesome. If you're interested, hit up Teams. I made a note in the posts. Just reply. I'll take care of it. And then I know who's on it. That'd be great. Training. Telestroke next Tuesday, 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Try to get on them if you can. You guys have all of the information in an invite now. If you cannot, it will be recorded. You'll have to watch the recording. The benefit of being available for it in real time is that you can ask questions. So make sure that you get on there at least. And then please send me an email and let me know that you have completed the training. Very important. Teletracking upgrade. So I got yesterday the teletracking upgrade education dates, which is the first week of January. Woo! Kind of came out of nowhere. But it's a good thing. I was in the test system today, and I'm pretty excited about the new look for the transfer center. I think there's going to be some way better functionality, a little easier to use for us. It's going to take us a little bit to get used to it, but I'm pretty confident you guys are going to enjoy it better. So I did assign everybody training slots. There's only, I think, one person, 1.5 people that I don't have assigned yet. So we were able to get in all the training in the training sessions that we have, which is pretty awesome. So take a look at that. That's in there. And I think that's it for those things. I'm hoping there's nothing else that I'm missing. I did put the position updates in here. We have 2 new BMAs starting the 18th, as well as Bob, our night shift RN that we've been waiting for as well. So we have 3 new staff starting on the 18th. Amy Bankus is coming back for the 10:30 to 7 p day shift BMA position, and a new evening shifter, Kelvie Crouch, will be starting with us. So I think you guys will be very excited to meet them, and will be exceptional additions to our team. I'm looking forward to it. This is also Liz's last weekend. Everybody just note that. We're gonna cry. Lots of crying, okay? I am also off all next week. So big information for you guys to know. Make sure that you know your resources. Vicki and Darcy are going to stand in for me for a lot of the COVID calls and the things that we're doing with units. Emily is also going to be in charge of the 4 p.m. call that I typically do every day. So they should be your touch points. Obviously, if you need to reach out to me, go for it. But, think about it long and hard. I'm just kidding. I'm still going to have to do some work at home, but I am looking forward to kind of trying to decompress after this, what's been pretty crazy last couple of months, several months. Anyway, so I will be off, but you know how to find me if you need me, and I will be back the week of the 4th. And then we'll start training and doing more fun and exciting things for teletracking. So, and hopefully by then we will know who the new director is. Fingers crossed on all accounts. I think that's all I know. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I won't see you guys in those, but I will see you in 2021. Have a great one. Thank you for everything you do, you guys.